And I wasn't sure I was doing that, but I was sure I wasn't doing what we call straight journalism. Right. And after I'd done a story in the Kentucky Derby for Scanlines, a friend of mine who had covered the New Hampshire primary with me in '68, who's from Boston, and I recall him using this word gonzo in a sort of indefinable kind of way, as kind of nice, crazy, like, saying gonzo. He wrote me a note saying that Derby piece was pure gonzo. Well, that's what it was. I thought it was a brutal failure. I'd botched my assignment, I had to start ripping notebooks or pages out of my notebook and feeding them in the Mojo Wire and sending them to San Francisco right to the printer out of the notebook. That was one of my first failures. And I got this onslaught of mail called saying I made a great breakthrough in journalism. Well, Christ, if I made it, this breakthrough, you gotta call it something. I call it, another word that's been used. So I just liked the word gonzo, and it seemed to mean what I was doing.
I wish I could be home celebrating Christmas with my family too. I hate the Jews too.
Kind of a
okay, bye.
High stomping style, and a bit more active than normal journalism.
It's got a great sound, that word gonzo.
Yeah, I'm a word freak. I treat words like music. I like it.
When I read Hell's Angels, which is the thing that really put your name up in lights, as it were, this really wasn't gonzo journalism, it wasn't, as far as the writing is concerned. This is straight, factual, hard-hitting reporting.
But there are pieces of gonzo in there that I didn't realize until I went back.
Right, yeah. But when you were writing this, you were writing it like you would, not like you perhaps would have written it for the National Observer, but the style is so different from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, for example, which is...
Well, that was pure gonzo.
Yeah.
That was, I can't dance too much, but... that's my form of dancing. That was just a straight act. Vegas is my favorite book, and it's such a tight part. It's an exercise in writing. This is more journalism. And I think maybe what I discovered in that was being the first book I'd ever written, I never had that much room.
Yeah.
And I never had that kind of space that would allow you to let your mind wander and, what if. And that's that's pretty grim. Having lived with those publishers for a year and a half, you need a little break. And if you have to create it yourself at 5 in the morning, just to have some fun. I hate to write. So I really despise the work. All I can really get off on is things like that. When I can let my mind run and I start to laugh. I just learned Dickens used to laugh at his typewriter. I don't laugh at my typewriter until I hit one of those what I consider a pure gonzo breakthrough. Then it's worth it. All the way.
Sometimes I have the impression from your writing that your typewriter is an enemy, and it's a struggle as to which one's going to come out on top.
No, what I finally figured out, I've been asked what gonzo means for so long, and I'm forced into at least a pretense of finding a serious definition. And when I went to Vegas to do, actually, when I realized I was going to do a book out of it, or a long article, what I've been trying to do for a long time was to eliminate the steps or the blocks between the writer and the page. That's why I always get the fastest and newest typewriter. Because they make one that costs $12 million, and I'll write a bad check and get it for a while. It's the steps between what you're thinking and what you want to put on the page.
Isn't intense personalization a characteristic of gonzo journalism? And that is not only your intense personalization of the stories you write, but your intense participation. You're right in the middle of the action yourself, which is something which the ordinary newspaper man or journalist is not. He stands aside.
Well, that's the difference. That's what when I was forced to make a distinction between gonzo and what Tom Wolfe calls new journalism. That was the first and most obvious one that came to mind. That people like Tom and say Gates Elise or Weir Welch. I never understood what new journalism was. When Tom was writing his book, I asked him several times to send me something to tell me what he meant. Because I'm included in the book, and I don't know. It seemed like that was the most obvious difference. They go back and recreate situations. Whereas I'm either too lazy or incompetent or something. I can only get into the story when I'm right there, which makes for problems.
Well, I couldn't help. I think many people probably compared you with Tom Wolfe because you're both very strong as far as style is concerned. He has a different style from yours. But to me, it seems that Norman Mailer is closer to you because he gets involved in the story just as you do.
Well, I remember in August of '68, when Mailer was writing about Chicago, I was there.
Yes.
And I was writing, I was researching the book that I'd never done. And I was at the corner of Michigan and Balboa
That famous night.
When Reverend Abernathy let his mules off, and I was right smack in the middle of it. Yeah. And Mailer was at a cocktail party 2 blocks away, but he's not getting away from Mailer at all, because I think he's broken ground for a lot of people. Mailer was really an icebreaker for me, and he deserves a tremendous amount of credit for having had the balls to go ahead and plow his own town. And if there is somebody really in this century, say since Stephen Crane or people like that, in our time, Mailer really has plowed the ground that I think we're sort of trying to define now. Wolfe and Edwin, Ian Rand, other people in there.
Then we have another thing in journalism that I've noticed, and I know you have all our careers, and that is that sports reporters have a special quality that they inject into reporting. A style, a color, a philosophy, which the mainline reporter goes back as far as people like Hemingway and Wayne Martin.
I'm going to say, to give you an example, that's pretty heavy to spring on me there. What do you want to spoil the original too for that?
Yes, I like that.
I think 2 come to mind right away. One would have to do with doing up to city being writer, because of the reporter. There's a very strong distinction between writer and journalist and novelist. And sports reporters are used to being lied to. They're used to, especially young ones, they see the people older than they are, sort of heavy in the field, etc. And